Alright, cue the music, get the spotlight ready. Why, you ask? Well, my dear friends, today's team profile will feature the Royal Challengers Bangalore, a team that has seen so much sadness, heartbreak, and pain that if you sold the tears of their fans on the internet, you could live in a $250 million mansion off the coast of Malibu. Over the years, RCB has come so close to the IPL trophy that at this point their fans can just taste it. But demons aplenty surrounding loss after loss in crucial stages of the tournament have plagued this franchise as long as they have existed. The loss in the final to the Deccan Chargers in 2009, the loss in the final to the Chennai Super Kings in 2010, the loss in the final to the Sunrisers Hyderabad in 2016, and multiple other gut-wrenching playoff defeats. I think you pretty much get the point. Even in 2017, 2018, and 2019, RCB managed to stay shockingly irrelevant and not make much of an impact in the league at all. But soon, all this changed. Bangalore changed a lot within their team, adding younger star power and sticking with some of their more consistent players to record their first playoff appearance in a while in 2020. They then did the same thing in 2021, falling short in the eliminator. "2022 was a season of ups and downs for RCB. They got off to a rocky start, losing their first game by 5 wickets to the Punjab Kings, but then went on to maintain a fairly consistent season. Upon first glance, the 2022 IPL season for RCB looks like much of the same story, with the trophy again remaining elusive for this incredibly talented but snake-bitten franchise. But last year was a true testament to the depth and talent of the team, and was incredible for multiple reasons. First off, they made it to the playoffs with little to no help from the KGF trio of Virat Kohli, Glenn Maxwell, and Faf du Plessis, while also finding a stable replacement for Virat Kohli as captain with Faf du Plessis. This year, also being their first since 2011 without AB de Villiers, meant that it was time for the youngsters that RCB had worked to groom to step into the spotlight. It wasn't exactly a run fest for any of the usual big hitters of the trio, as Faf du Plessis, Virat Kohli, and Glenn Maxwell had below average seasons for their echelon of play. But backed by a strong middle order and the stepping up of many players both young and old, the team was able to squeak into the playoffs with a little bit of help from Mumbai on the final day of league stage matches. RCB found stability with a strong and stable middle order, backed by the likes of unknown but very effective players like Rajat Patidar, Suyash Prabhudesai, Anuj Rawat, Mahipal Lamror, Shahbaz Ahmed, and a great finisher in the experienced Dinesh Karthik. DK's return was a sight to behold as he settled into the finisher role, scoring 330 runs in 16 matches at an average of 55 and a strike rate of 183.33. He brought the perfect blend of experience and composure towards the back end of the innings, enabling the many batsmen across from him to relax and play the shots that they wanted to. The bowling unit was still incredibly effective, even with Mohammad Siraj having one of his worst seasons statistically. The depth and sheer quality of the bowling unit, with Harshal Patel and Josh Hazelwood powering the pace unit, alongside the ever-destructive Wanindu Hasaranga and a more confident and refined spinner in Glenn Maxwell, was unquestionable. Even if the main players weren't available, RCB could find solace in a strong bench of consistent performance in David Woolley, Shafane Rutherford, Karn Sharma, Siddharth Kaul, and Finn Allen. All of this was enough to provide an up-and-down season for the Challengers, as they just barely found their way into the playoffs, beating the Lucknow Super Giants in Kolkata, but then falling just short to the Rajasthan Royals in the qualifier. So can they win the title this year? I can't exactly guarantee it, but I can definitely say that there's a probability. Even without the star power and production on the part of many of the players, the team fell just short of one game from the final. And this year, with pretty much the exact same team plus some nice bowling reinforcements, they could definitely make a run for the trophy. You never want to limit the possibilities of any team that has learned to stop relying on one batsman to bring up the entire team, as they had done for so long with AB de Villiers and Virat Kohli. And with the promising young batting and bowling talents, as well as an informed Virat Kohli, a rejuvenated Glenn Maxwell, and Faf du Plessis coming off a great campaign in the SA20, this is one of the teams to beat going into 2023, and they definitely have one of the best chances to make a run for the final, and maybe even bring that trophy home for the first time in franchise history. So what's my best starting lineup for the team? Well, it was tough, but eventually I came to a final verdict. Or, well, 11 verdicts. At the top we have Rajat Patidar, who came into form late last season, and of course Faf du Plessis will accompany him as an already established and devastating IPL opener. Virat Kohli gets his all too familiar number 3 position off the back of his stellar performances on the international level and his success in the role during the T20 World Cup. At number 4, I have Anuj Rawat, simply because he's been a player I've been following for a while and has looked really good at times when he was allowed to play at his own pace. At number 5 comes Glenn Maxwell, one of Australia's all-time greatest power hitters. Number 6 will see the trusty Dinesh Karthik step into his role as the finisher, and at number 7 I have Wanindu Hasaranga, an obvious bowling choice who can smack a few around the park as well. Number 8 will feature Shahbaz Ahmed, a big hitter and spin option that has come through the ranks with this RCB side and has familiarized himself with the team's system. At number 9 I have Mohammad Siraj, a trusted bowler with an international comeback that has been very solid. At number 10 I'm going with Harshal Patel, who has remained a consistent wicket taker, especially in the death overs for the past couple of years. And finally Josh Hazlewood at number 11 as arguably one of the best seam bowlers in the world right now and a good choice to round out a very solid side. So that's it for RCB. I definitely stirred up a lot of controversy with the team selection, but I tried my best. I'm sure lots of people think RCB can make a deep run this year and maybe even bring back the silverware. Knowing this team, it probably isn't going to happen, but still. I really think this could be their year. I, of course, am 14 years old and I'm probably going to be proven horribly wrong, but I guess that's just par for the course, isn't it?